Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And welcome to today's video. So, if you're new here, igama Asanda Kantini, and I do content on all things faith, sometimes law, most of the time law, and our journeys in this journey of life, Bazalwan. Okay, today I'm going to be posting yet another unedited video where I'll be speaking about, I want to talk about trusting God and how sometimes it feels like such a lonely journey, and how to find peace in that God is a provider. Trusting Him as our ultimate provider is something that we need to do. And if you've ever felt isolated while walking in this journey of life, in this journey of faith mostly, where you are just starting out or just trying to at least trust God and whatever that you feel He's calling you to do, or trusting Him with your decision to just rely solely all your life in Him. So this video is for you. Okay, I'm reading from here. I'm not wearing glasses because I wrote verses that I want to share and how I want this video to go, because if it's unedited, I don't want to go all over the place. I'm already going all over the place. Let's go back to the video. So I want to speak about trusting God and having faith. I'll speak about two things. I've spoken about them here. If you are new here, go back to some of my old videos from last year. I spoke about how I decided last year to resign from my job, which was stable, paying very well, not very well, but very well, having like all the benefits that keeps people in corporate. And I decided at that time, okay, that's it, I'm done. I want to go back to practice. And I was in talks with my former principal to say, I want to come back, but we've not made a decision. And that there and there, I think it was 3 days before meeting her, I decided whatever she says, I have decided that I'm not gonna go back there. And whatever that's offered, if I go there without probably signing my resignation letter, I'm likely going to say I'll think about it and whatnot. And I was basically Esther in that in that decision. I was like, if I perish, I perish. And I did just that during that time. I trusted God for many things. I trusted God to sustain me even if I don't make the right decision. I know that wherever God leads, he protects and provides for His people. But I also have seen God protecting me in situations that He did not even call me to go. So I trusted Him in that situation to say, if it was just my head doing things that it does some of the times, it's fine. I trust God. But if it's Him, I know that He will sustain me. And trust me, He did. He was such a provider during this time. I did so many campaigns. If you remember me, I was doing Standard Bank last year. I was doing, what's this radio station where Anele is? Anele and the Breakfast Show. I used to do a lot of those. I did so many campaigns that year that because I decided God will be my provider. I know that I'm likely not going to get the same pay that I was getting. I know that I'm not going to get the same benefits because it's practice. Because it's practice. 1 second before I break this phone. Anyways, this won't be edited, so I had to apologize. I'm going to actually be going to practice, and God provided for me because I trusted Him too. I've never done so many campaigns in my life during that 6 months than I did. And campaigns that I wasn't qualified for. What am I doing getting a campaign on Twitter when I only have like less than 2,000 followers? But it was God providing for me because I believed Him to be the ultimate provider in my life, and He was just that for me. And that's just how that year went. And I want to encourage you, if you feel like making a decision that probably a lot of people are questioning you on, to understand that it's going to be a lonely journey. That's number one. Number two, understand that the journey is yours and yours alone. Like if you've decided to go on a Christian journey of being celibate, of being whatever, it's going to be your journey. It's not going to be yours and Asanda encouraging you on TikTok or on YouTube. It's going to be a journey that you must do by yourself because you are the one who was called. And that's how that happened. And then this year, I also did, when I started this year, I said Lent. It started on 14 February this year. I don't know why we started Lent on Valentine's Day. But during that time, I said for 46 days, I'm going to go on a prayer and fast abstinence in terms of abstaining from food, things that I like. I said I'm going to be disciplined. And during that time, I was alone in it. I was invited to events. I was attending things, funerals. I even attended a wedding during this time and had to remember that that is my journey. I'm the one who've decided. I'm not going to deprive people of things that they want to do simply because I've decided that I'm taking on this journey. I was being a child. I was cooking. I was living at home. I would cook 2 curries. I would cook a beef curry and I would cook my vegetables on the side because I decided, Uguti, I've taken this journey and I will walk it no matter what happens. I will walk it no matter what happens. And I just want to share a few Bible verses with you. So first verse would be Isaiah 41 verse 10, where it says that, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. I had to say some of those verses to myself. Whenever I felt so lonely, I had to say it. When I realized that I will come out of this journey so alone in April, and of which it actually did. Like, in between my fast, I realized I'm about to lose the person that I was with. I'm about to change the job that I'm in. I realized I'm about to be alone. And it was necessary things that had to happen, and I had to accept and not be afraid ukuthi uNkulunkulu will be with me. And then after that, I also thereafter took on a journey from May to September, beginning of May to September, where I said, God, you've taken away these things from me. Particularly, you've taken away what I've made a God in my life. I acknowledged, Uguti, I've made it a God in my life. Uguti, I'm with this person. I've made it a God in my life to say I might be running a practice. And God said, no, you are not ready for these things yet. I have to take them away. During that time, I said, God, sanctify me, make me ready, make me be whatever it is. And it's during these times where I see, okay, maybe I'm ready. And when I said I'm ready for now starting a relationship and not making this person my God, I met a person that, if you have a list, if you are one of those people that believe writing things down, like how Habakkuk said, write a vision down and make it plain, my partner met everything that I wrote in there and even beyond. The partner that I had before him met some of them, and I was like, oh, this is God. And God said, you've made him your God, so no, he can't be. So that's that. You have to understand that. And then the next verse that I want to share with you guys is the verse in in Philippians 4 verse 19, where it says, and my God will meet your needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. My life has been that testament. This thing of having campaigns during that year, and I've not had them now. I've not done anything differently. It was just God showing me, I will provide for all your needs according to my riches and whatnot. During that time, trust me, my life was so easy. I didn't worry about money at all, although I was making almost half of what I was making. And every month, God will say, okay, I'll provide a campaign for you and you'll be able to pay for this and this and this in full. I'll provide a campaign for you that you didn't even think about, and you won't have to buy this and this and this because this particular campaign will give you this and this that you need. I would be like, God, And that's exactly how it does, because he says this in Philippians 4 verse 19. Remember this, he will provide for all your needs according to his riches. The riches in Christ Jesus. Why am I speaking so fast? Oh, Lord. And then the last verse that I want to share with you guys is Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6. It says that trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him. He will make your path straight. So before I close off this video, I know, trust me, I know, the journey of faith is very lonely. It is so lonely that sometimes you think and wonder, what if I just decide to gaga mambanbani and get this thing over and done with? I'm likely going to be successful if I do this. What if I just quit and find myself a sugar daddy and live life so easily? Like, I have access to these things. Like, I know a particular person who I can snap a finger and they would want to provide for me. I know a person who can say, I'll take you to Mambanbani, and your life in terms of love and whatnot will be as smooth sailing. I knew those things even when they were being taken away from me. But at that time I said, if I perish, I perish. I trust in God. At that time I said, I know that my God will provide for me according to his riches. And that's the type of faith that I want us to go with when we are going to 2025. Because 2025, this is now for me. 2025 will be a year of making decisions that are going to be not making sense. 2025 will be turning a life around and having to lean on God in so many ways that I've never had to lean on him before. And I feel that he has shown me as a provider. He has shown me Uguti. He will exceed, he will provide for me exceedingly and above ways that I've ever thought of. And if you walk around with that faith, even if it's as little as a mustard seed, it will move mountains of you lacking. It will move mountains of your loneliness. And I needed to hear that. I needed to see that from God. And I know that I'm going to have it as we are going on to 2025. And I know that you are going to have it. So as we are going towards end of Advent, going towards the new year, maybe in your prayer intentions, add God as your provider and seeing him as your provider. Add God as the person who helps you curb the loneliness of this journey of life, and particularly the journey of choosing to follow, to do life with God. So with that said, I don't even know the sequence of this video, but I know that I needed to share that. And do readings of the verses that I've done. Read deeper in it. It always helps. And I love you lots, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.